Welcome to the World News Bulletin on Myanmar International. I'm Julie Wee. Police, tipped off by an alert street vendor, found and defused a car bomb inside a sports utility vehicle in an incident that forced the evacuation of New York's Times Square on Saturday. The T-shirt vendor had observed that the SUV smelled of gunpowder and had smoke emerging from vents near the back seat. Authorities say that the incident could have turned into a very deadly event. New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg told a news conference in Times Square that authorities did not have an idea on who did this and why. He said that the bomb appeared to have been made in an amateurish manner. Arab League nations on Saturday endorsed a resumption of negotiations on the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, raising hopes that indirect talks brokered by the United States could revive the stalled peace process. Analysts say a resumption of the talks, which had been on hold since the Gaza war in 2008, would be a promising sign of possible progress between Israeli and Palestinian officials. However, Saeb Erekat, the chief Palestinian negotiator, said the condition of Arab League support would be a halt to settlement activity in the West Bank.
احنا الآن مستعدون للمشاركة ودفع الجهود.
Now we are ready for participation and pushing efforts and supporting the Palestinian position in the indirect negotiating. That's for a period, and we should evaluate the condition. After this period, there should not just talks, and we should depend upon some reports about the occupied territories to know what is happening there.
A German research plane has spent the last few days flying over Iceland to measure the amounts of ash in the atmosphere, following the recent volcano eruption that grounded flights all over Europe. The specially equipped Falcon 20E plane from German Aerospace Center was used by scientists to measure the spread, density and travel of the plume in order to calibrate a model in which they would use to predict which areas could be considered contaminated with ash. The data gathered will be used by the Volcanic Ash Advisory Center in London in its calculations on the spread of ash and how it affects air traffic.
The observations today were very interesting. They revealed that the ash cloud is still quite strong. And we have very good reasons to believe that if the wind direction changes, it may be able to close the airports in southwest Iceland again.
Meanwhile, the volcano in Iceland continues to spew ash, although the pace has slowed from the previous weeks. Scientists have expressed concern that the eruption could set off the larger nearby Katla volcano. In Otumba, Mexico, in conjunction with International Workers' Day, thousands turned out to fawn over dozens of donkeys dressed from head to hoof in costume, as the residents of the 16th century rural town celebrated the 43rd annual day of the donkey, where donkeys are kings for a day. 60 years ago, Otumba residents relied heavily on these work animals and decided they deserved a day of honor.
If you ever have this kind of animals, burros, that they don't want or they intend to purchase, here in Otumba we have them. They are taken care of because it is the work animal. Also, it is the decoration. You see this traditional festival, which serves to entertain us and work.
Now on to sports. Billy Mayfair shot a 1 under par 71 to take a two-stroke lead after the third round of the Quail Hollow Championship on Saturday, and gave himself every chance of becoming the first Monday qualifier to win the PGA Tour since 1986. However, Mayfair's 9 under total of 207 leaves him scant room for error going into the final round, with Phil Mickelson and fellow American Davis Love III equal second on 7 under. Love, a 20-time winner on tour, has a chance for just his third victory since 2003. Hundreds of Bayern Munich fans celebrated in the Bavarian capital on Saturday after their club effectively won the Bundesliga, when a Thomas Müller hat-trick gave them a 3-1 win over VfL Bochum. Bayern coach Louis van Gaal's team have also reached the finals of the German Cup, where they face Werder Bremen, as well as the Champions League, where they play Inter Milan. And that's the end of the world news on Myanmar International. I'm Julie. Thanks for watching.